You know where I actually learned the term slop top from?
No.
Tony Hinchcliffe.
Mm.
Yeah. When I went to see Joe Rogan by myself at the Tucson Convention Center, Tony Hinchcliffe was his opener. I was like, oh shit, Tony Hinchcliffe.
Nice.
I was
and
there.
He had the story about getting slop top from two hillbilly chicks, and I was like, slop top.
Nice.
Huh.
I was at Rogan also by myself.
Yeah. Which one?
I
This one was 2018.
think it was that one, yeah.
Yeah, where he was doing the Strange Times material.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I was also at Segura by myself.
Oh, nice.
And then
Me too.
right in front
Nice,
of me,
dude.
like 2 seats to the left, was Joseph Nybeck.
Who the fuck is that?
Remember Nybeck, dude? You don't remember Nybeck? Older guy, did comedy, like always was doing guest sets. It laughs.
No.
He's still around. He's still like popping every once in a while,
Joseph
but
Nybeck.
yeah,
I don't remember that at all.
good guy.
But I remember seeing at this show a week before I had gotten in the worst fight I had ever gotten in at Playground when I was working there. And like we beat the shit out of this guy. He was super drunk, beat the shit out of him. His face was like bleeding everywhere. 15 minutes later, he got up on his own accord and got in his car and tried to drive away, got pulled over for a DUI. And so he was arrested for DUI and also for assault because he assaulted us first. And we kind of finished it.
Is it a DUI if you're concussed?
No, he had been
I
drinking
know you've
all
also
night.
been drinking, but like, can't you rule that out? Where you're like, also though, 10 minutes before, I had the shit kicked out of me.
I don't know if you remember this, officers.
Your Honor,
Your Honor. Your Honor, I did have a TBI.
Your Honor, I did have a little bit too much to drink, but also, I had head contusions.
Look,
so,
can it be a DUI if I had a TBI and my ABV was low?
I mean, I was running out of blood, Your Honor.
So that guy, it was crazy, like that whole fight. And then I remember being at the Joe Rogan show by myself, and I saw that guy.
No way.
I saw that guy there, and I was like, I just went the other way. I pulled the total bitch move. I was just like, I was like,
Yeah.
oh fuck. And then I was thinking, he probably doesn't remember.
He
that.
doesn't yet. No.
No. He doesn't remember that whole day.
And also, bouncer not in their element is a way different look.
Way different.
Every bouncer kind of looks the same.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
Like they
Anytime
all
I
have
wear
like
any sort of like kind of plain black shirt, you know the black shirts I wear with just a little logo right there?
Mm-hmm.
If I just stand calmly and confidently anywhere,
yeah.
someone will assume I work there or assume that I want their ID.
Mm-hmm.
And I've had that happen a couple times. I just start taking out their ID. I'm like, go ahead.
Yeah, it's either
Clearly
if you're
over the
wearing
age
a
of
neon
32.
shirt or a black shirt.
Yeah.
Those are the two colors.
And so that's what
yeah.
you're looking for there. So I went under the radar. I was wearing civilian camouflage.
Exactly,
He didn't see me.
yeah.
It was snuck right in.
Yeah, bouncer jeans. You're like, this is just a big guy.
Yeah. I was just a big dude. And at the time, I think I was like the big dude. I was the big dude. I was like Mr. 240.
You gotta get back to that.
I'm getting back, dude. I'm 220.
Yeah, but you're 220 mass. I need you 220 muscle.
Hold on, dude. I'm 220 muscle. Whoa. I got some flab.
Dude, it's a different era of Connor. This is no steroid use, Connor.
I know.
You gotta start juicing again. Dude.
I
I need
agree.
you juice to the gills.
I agree, dude. There is no universe.
And then you can finally try out for the Vima baseball team. What fucking bet did you lose? To
Oh, yeah.
have to do that. Oh yeah, I quit drinking for a month. Breeze.
Oh yeah, I couldn't do it. Couldn't quit drinking for a month, and I still haven't tried out for Pima Community College baseball. And I figured out I can't do it because they don't have a baseball team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot. We had to switch it. We got to
No
go to
baseball,
basketball.
no football. They just got basketball.
They have an actual good basketball program, so you're probably fucked. I think they won the community college national championship.
I don't want to Tom Segura myself.
You wouldn't make the cut, dude. They'd be like, get this fucking
Not at all.
joker out of here.
It's like, you can't dunk? No, dude, I can't
You're
dunk.
not allowed on the fucking team.
I got flat feet,
You want to
coach.
wash uniforms? If you got, dude, that would be sick. You could become the ball boy.
That would be cool. Ball boy, water boy.
Yeah.
Just be
Team
like-
manager.
And then every so often when the coach isn't looking, I just wait until he just peers over and then I pull out my
No, but
sweet
that's the thing.
skills.
No, yeah, but that's the thing. On senior night, they dress you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice, dude. I'll get a Make-A-Wish game.
Yeah, they dress you on
That's
senior
sick.
night. Yeah,
I would love that.
You'll be like one of the Tard kids at a Texas high school.
They're like the blind kid.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
Except you won't be ripping fucking threes from half court.
No,
you won't make
no.
a single shot.
I'll get lucky. It's kind of like the way I've been golfing now is every fifth shot. Like every fifth shot today when I went with Jordan and Chris,
Welcome to golf.
they were like, "Whoa, dude!" And I was like, "I know what I'm doing." All right. Of course, I ended up with over 100.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I'm like, I know what I'm doing.
But there was those 3 shots of the day where you were like, I'm coming back.
It's gonna keep me coming. I got 2 strokes lower than my last game, so I'm like, okay.
I set up a little chipping green
Mm-hmm.
in my
In your
backyard. Yeah, I just chip the balls into the pool. The pool's my green, and I put like a little
Okay.
chipping tee box.
Yeah, there is a chipping green in my dad's backyard.
Wow.
Guys,
But my chipping game has improved. I also got a 72-degree wedge.
is that a lot?
Yeah, it gives me more loft. I can really get under the ball.
Nice.
Just doing basically like a putting stroke.
nice.
I don't really have to I don't have to be fucking Bryson DeChambeau. Yeah. It's cheating for
Yeah,
sure.
You know, so
I'm
we
pretty
got
sure
paired
it's
up-
an illegal
What?
an illegal degree.
What, 72?
72. I think it's too much. It's basically flat.
So you're just like,
Yeah.
nice.
And the ball just goes straight in the air.
Pop fly, infield fly roll. We actually got paired up with a different guy today. So it was me, Jordan, Chris, and then just another guy.
Yeah, that's your first random?
His first random name was
How
Ed.
was he?
Cool as shit, dude.
Yeah, hell
he
yeah.
hung with the
They're
boys,
always cool, dude.
He was
I've
cool.
never had a bad random.
making jokes.
Ever.
What's the Jewish thing you're not supposed to say? Starts with a G.
Goy.
No, not goy. That's the thing that they can say to us.
We can say it.
Granta, Agarta.
Look up Jewish curse words,
Hold on.
Ty.
Let me call Chris real quick.
Call
Little
Chris.
side note: someone's trying to scam me on Instagram right this moment.
What?
Really? How do you know that?
Yeah, watch.
What are you talking about?
Scam us or scam you? Oh,
Me.
nice. Can you do me a favor?
'Cause I know this person in real life, and this isn't their profile. They just added me.
Go, what do you need, big dick?
Oh, can you do me a favor?
What do you
Oh.
need, sugar tits?
Here we go. Yes, anything.
Anything for you, big cock.
Not yet. We're gonna.
No,
save
we
that.
need to actually we need to lull them in. Yes, anything. Is this
Oh,
a
this is
lady
fun.
profile or a guy profile?
Um.
Oh wow, that was fast.
They knew.
That was
Are
real
they
time.
watching live? Like, what
That
the
was
fuck?
real time. Oh yeah, let me call Chris real quick, and he'll tell me what the slur is that we can't say.
But you know what I've been starting to realize about these people get mad at the Borderlands shit?
Hold on.
Oh, here, no. Never mind.
He probably won't even answer.
Probably not. He's shooing cats away from Jen right now. Get out of here.
Hi, this is Chris Quinn. Please leave me a message.
What the fuck?
The mailbox is full and cannot accept any messages
Why
at this time.
does
Goodbye.
everybody's voice message not sound like them at all?
I don't know.
Did you hear that? That didn't sound like Chris one
That's-
bit.
That sounded like Fat Chris.
Oh, that was Chris. Jewish words, goys can't say.
Jewish word that starts with a G.
Dude, what are we doing? This is
This is important. Galash, gefilte fish, gingled, gik, goy, a gribinus, a gunmul. It was none of those. It was none of those. Anyway, so we got this guy to start saying it with us. But he was cool. I think his game was better than all of ours.
Yeah, probably. It's
Yeah.
usually how it happens.
See, I don't remember specifically what he said, only how he made me feel. And it made me feel really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's how I felt when I was playing with the dad and Birdie Boy.
Yeah, Birdie Boy.
Yeah. Birdie. Dude, Birdie Boy and that dad, they really, the confidence they had in me,
Yeah.
mostly the dad. The dad I'd be chipping to get on the green, and I'm not a good chipper, like at all. I putt. I do Texas wedge
You're a
most of
putter,
the time.
not a chipper.
Yeah.
Yeah. My putt game was on point today.
And the dad would be standing like in fucking front of me. Like not like right in front of me, but like on the green in front of me. And I'd be like, you should move. And he'd be like, you got it. And I was like, I don't have it. And like even Jordan was like, you should move. He's never had this. This is the worst part of his game. And he's like, he's got it. Like that's what he would say. And then I just hit it perfect. And he'd just go, see? And then I'd be like,
so dangerously supportive.
That's what he was doing. He was
his
doing
own-
that shit of like, no, you got to just stand in front. So he has to hit the shot.
Yeah. Well,
He was
that's
making
smart.
me have to hit it.
I get it. He's a
Because
dad.
he was like, you're gonna hurt my son if you don't hit this.
You
He was
don't hurt my
He
boy.
was literally putting Birdie Boy in front of the shot.
Yep.
So there you
Don't
go.
hurt my Birdie Boy. He's like, if you do this, I will fuck you. I'm gonna go Bob Barker on you right now. I'm gonna fuck you up.
Didn't fucking knuckle one
Nice.
all around. Got him up in
awesome.
the air. Some of them overshot a little bit, but it didn't hit anybody. So I
Yeah.
was happy.
Nice. I was trying some new jokes on the boys today. Tell me what do you think? They're not. Oh wait, we got to do mic recap. How was your mics?
Mics were good. I mean,
Yeah.
I just did laughs pretty much. Well, no, I guess I didn't just do laughs. I did The Rock as well.
Oh yes, I was at
Yeah.
the Rock. Yes.
And then
Riffed on some Boston.
yeah, I don't know. It's been a rough week for me.
Mm-hmm.
The Celtics are losing to the Knicks, and I don't know.
That's the only thing on your mind right now.
It really is, and also because I bet my hair,
Yeah,
and the Celtics are really letting me down.
it's a big bet, but I got to tell you, buddy, as your friend, I think this is the best thing for you.
I mean, I do need a haircut. I'm not fighting it. It's just like
You haven't had short, cool hair.
it's just like the Knicks,
The Knicks is bothering you,
dude. The Knicks.
yeah, the Knicks.
There's like a reason the Knicks suck, and it's like a world balancing thing.
Mhm.
Why the Knicks suck? Because the 1% roots for the Knicks.
Maybe this is their Moneyball sitch. Though.
That's the Knicks team.
Yeah.
That's the Knicks fandom. Is the 1%. You go to a Knicks game, it's just celebrity after celebrity.
Okay.
That's all that's there, and rich businessmen, and it's the 1%. It's New York's finest
Right.
at
It's
Madison Square Garden.
It's kind of like the Queen having her own polo team.
yeah,
Yeah.
and now they're gonna win.
Yeah.
See, it'd be okay if the Queen had a polo team, but they sucked, and you were like, but that's fine.
It's for the love of the game.
Yeah, because then these blue collar polo teams show up and kick the Queen's polo team's
Yeah,
ass.
they're
and it's
competitive.
cool. Yeah,
They're all about
and
gentlemanly.
it makes sense,
Yeah.
and it evens it out.
Yes.
America likes to see Spike Lee angry.
Yeah.
Not because he's a black superstar, but because he's rich and he throws it in your face, and you're like, you know what? I'm happy your sports team sucks.
Yep. I love
At least
Training
that.
Day.
Yeah.
Love it.
At least that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what's really tough is watching your favorite player, his Achilles explode.
Oh yeah.
Just-
I watched that video. I thought
Yeah.
that he was faking it. I
Yeah.
didn't know. I was like, he didn't even hit him. Like, what's he doing?
Yeah, you watch his Achilles just explode out of his ankle, and you're like, oh no, that's not good. And then you look up, and you see fucking the little motherfucker that plays Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. You see fucking Willy Wonka laughing at your
Timothy-
favorite player,
T-Show?
whose career is over now. He'll never be the same.
Yeah.
And then you got Willy Wonka being like, what a bitch. Bing bong. And you're like, Willy Wonka, I'll beat the shit out of you, dude. Fuck you, dude. Don't ever say bing bong. Don't you ever say bing bong, dude.
Bing bong.
Gosh. It's New York heathens.
Yeah.
Gonna take this from me. I thought it was a 2P for sure. I bet my hair.
I think you're gonna look good with short hair. Have you thought about what you're gonna go with?
I don't know, dude.
Yeah, let's look up short men. Short. I would laugh so hard if it's just a bunch of
Just short guys.
Peter
Just
Dinklage
short guys
haircuts.
with haircuts.
Peter Dinklage dudes.
I'll probably go.
You know what? I like right there, Ty, top right corner, the gray one. Look at that. Look how flowy that is, dude.
Nah, fuck that, dude. I'm gonna bring it back. I'm gonna bring it back like circa 2000, 2009
Okay.
and do the comb out.
Comb out. Oh, the the skater hair.
I'm bringing back skater hair, dude.
Okay.
Cause he's just a skater boy.
Men's skater hairstyles 2009.
Yeah.
Yes, right there, dude. I had this hair too.
Dude. We all did, bro.
I had this hair.
I'm bringing it back. I'm gonna do that.
Oh my goodness gracious.
I'm gonna
dude.
go. I'm gonna go for that. I'm gonna go for the Biebs.
Fuck, dude. And right there, that kid that's wearing an Element shirt with the mask on, minus the mask, but
I'm going for the classic Bieber.
yeah, the Biebs.
Yes.
God, why
Yes, dude.
was that the hair?
Because
Dude.
everybody wanted to be.
You know what it looked like? It looked like a budding tulip, and your face was just coming out of a flower.
That hair, puka shell necklace,
Yeah.
Sperry topsiders, Nike Elite socks, fucking basketball shorts, and like fucking like Abercrombie and Finch t-shirt.
Yeah, what I was wearing Audios. I was wearing audio shoes.
Ooh, the
Yes.
skater shoes.
Skater shoes.
Ooh,
Didn't
maybe
skate.
I go Brad Pitt.
Yeah, that Brad Pitt. You know what?
Ooh.
Okay, now look up.
Damn.
Frosted tips.
I
Look-
think I might go Brad. Maybe I get frosted.
Just
tips.
keep that Brad Pitt in your mind. Now go to 2010 Gordon Ramsay.
Hit me.
Keep Brad Pitt in mind.
Okay.
Look at that. Identical.
Okay.
Same person.
See, I don't think my part works for that though.
No. What if you just went buzzed?
No, it's too crazy.
You don't think buzzed?
Too crazy.
I think buzzed might look good on you, dude.
See this? I mean,
And I'd be telling, I'm like, I told you he was the one. I told you it was him, not me. I remember this hair, dude. So fond of it.
dude, that was a good time.
Yep.
Good time to be alive, dude. I
was,
remember
dude.
all the boys rocking that hair to a Knott's Berry trip.
Yeah. You know, I don't really
Knott's Berry
remember
Farm
much
trip.
from my Mike recap, man. I think I had, you know, whenever you go to the Rock, you're always trying like the stuff that you can't try anywhere else. You're like, all right, let me see if this has legs, and you just try to traverse the playing field. You know, just trying a couple of new jokes. Trying, I don't know if you know what a bottle of Frangelico looks like. Ty, you ever seen a bottle
Google
of
bottle
Frangelico?
of Frangelico.
Yeah. So I said this to one of the barbacks at.
yeah.
I said this to one of the barbacks at work, and they were like, "Can you go get me a bottle of Frangelico?" She's like, "I don't know what that is. I don't know what it looks like." And I was
Aunt Jemima.
like, "Just find the alcoholic Aunt Jemima." And she was like, "What? You can't?" Like she was all indignant about it. 5 minutes later, comes back. She goes, "I found it." I'm like, "I told you."
But it's like is that a nun?
It's definitely monkish, you know. It's definitely, you know. It's like, it's definitely, it's Catholic.
Friar?
It's
What is
Catholic, if that's what you're wondering. It's
Yeah.
definitely Catholic.
It's 100% Catholic.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
yeah. When you open the bottle, it
Only
goes,
Catholics would be like, we're
"Oh."
making obviously
Yeah.
a brother liqueur.
We need something to appeal to friars, you know. How about that? It even has like the little the ropes coming off of the robe,
Yeah,
you know.
that's cool.
Yeah,
I fuck with it.
shaped like a monk's hat. Look,
Oh,
look
it's
at
a
that.
monk. Okay,
It's a monk
Italian monks.
and Jamunka. I'll take it.
It's pretty good. Pretty good.
And Jamunka.
Pretty good.
I also ran this by Jordan. He didn't think it was that great. Ed didn't even think it was that great, dude, on the course. I was like, hey, what do you call a poor gay guy? Zestitute. They did not like it.
I don't like it.
I liked it. I
don't like it.
I'm zestitute. Ty, you like it?
Nah.
We should have Ty rate jokes that we haven't tried.
I mean, I do
Lay 'em
need to
on me.
write something about how I watch Godzilla once a month just so that way I can see MSG explode. Because that did pop off at the Rock. And at the Rock, for a joke to pop off for the three people that are there
Yeah.
is good. And they all three were like, I like that.
I like that.
And I was like, good.
I like that.
Because I mean, that will be the best thing that happens if the Knicks do win the championship, is New York will finally be cleansed.
Fuck you, Spike Lee.
They will burn themselves to oblivion.
They shall.
I was born in the darkness.
Molded by it.
That's Bane's.
Mm-hmm.
That would be funny if that was just Bane's like actual like plan instead of like blowing up the football game. He was just like, no, we'll just have the Gotham basketball team win the championship. The city will burn itself down. They don't have. They'll do it to themselves.
They will riot themselves into oblivion.
These people only care about the games.
You merely started watching CBS Sports. I was there. Surrounded by it, molded by it. I saw my father. This is such a weird thing, and you ever get the ick for your parents?
Yeah, all the time.
I saw my dad
every day.
I got the ick when I was watching my dad brush his teeth. I've never seen somebody brush their teeth so frantically and so poorly.
I can see you being very aggressive with it.
Dude, it was the most aggressive, non-organized teeth brushing I've ever seen in my life, dude. And this has nothing to do with his accident.
You didn't even
hit
the top row, man.
He is ambulatory. He knows how to work a toothbrush.
He knows which tooth. He knows which tooth to get, dude. That's the thing.
It's like this is I don't want to get a root canal on this one.
He feels like that's
dude,
an issue.
He was done in 30 seconds. It was like
bro,
like he was closing his eyes.
He's like toothbrush that times it, and still I'm like, really?
Yeah,
that wasn't long enough.
Yeah,
like
I go longer. I go longer than the.
Yes,
I go longer than that.
We all go longer than the. Your dad doesn't even have a.
Dude, he has a regular manual toothbrush. And
how flat are the bristles? I need to know because my dad.
No, this was a new brush. I could tell it was a new brush. So
when
jury's
old,
out on that one.
When they're old. You gotta keep us posted on these bristles,
how
dude.
flat they
bro. Because my dad's toothbrush, dog, he's fucking. It's nuts. It's nuts, dude. It's fucking.
It looks like Duke Nukem's hair.
It looks like an old barn brush. Like.
Used from like a 1970s Weber.
Yeah, it looks like something that's now used to clean the dirt off the bottom of boots.
He had me help him because he can't get up to the sink, you know, and so he just had like a bowl that he would spit into, and he grabs a brush and I'm just like, you know, sitting there because I'm about to take him to his appointment, and he eyes closed, just like. Just like does two brushes here, angles it, two brushes over here,
and
he's
tell me you're like in the doorway, like,
dude, I caught a glimpse. I was I'm like, no.
Does he floss?
He did not floss.
No
floss.
Does he floss at all?
That guy hasn't flossed in 50 years.
I'll tell you this: he has floss. I don't know if he flosses. But it looked like
he eats prime rib.
It looked like the most like let's get through this blowjob face from a wife, you know, like it's like, is it done yet? All right, I was
the
so
blood
crazy.
that would come out of his mouth if he flossed,
dude. And he just like, it was so insane. I was so disappointed because I'm like, this man rode me my whole life about just like, just brush your teeth, do your fucking laundry. Come to find out, he's taking 29 seconds tops on a teeth brush.
Yeah,
it's so insane.
But he's saying that because at that time it was a dentist be like, and you know you're gonna get gingivitis. He was like,
like sure.
Make sure my son doesn't.
Meanwhile, my dad's mouth is so silver, dude. Yeah. There's so much silver. He went,
you know, I'm a lost cause, but I'm gonna make sure my son doesn't get gingivitis. Meanwhile, you've had chlamydia 14 times.
Well, I got
Didn't talk to you about that one.
I got
but
ginger penis. That's why.
it really is the gingivitis of the cock. The way you describe it, that's what it.
yeah, kind of.
Well, actually, no, because I think you always have gingivitis.
Yeah, it's just like how bad is your gingivitis? Like on a scale of like 1 to like what is it?
Well, no, I think gingivitis is like a. It's like a lock in.
I'm gonna mute
You're
that
locked
name.
in on gingivitis.
Gingivitis. A form of gum disease is an inflammation of the gums caused by bacterial plaque buildup.
Can you get rid of gingivitis?
I just keep picturing my dad brushing his teeth, dude. It's so crazy. Let me finish reading that. An inflammation of the gums caused by bacterial plaque buildup on teeth. It's the earliest stages of gum disease, and if left untreated, can progress to more severe conditions like periodontitis. Red, swollen or puffy gums, bleeding gums. Yeah. See, that doesn't happen to me anymore because I floss regularly now. 9. I needed more volume. That was good though.
Thank you.
You're keeping them really consistent. Like you got this crazy arc and then this gross ending.
I pulled them up.
I love it. I'm a fan.
Thank you. I appreciate.
What'd you say?
I appreciate.
I press. Dude, I just refuse to believe that this is a I was in an accident sort of thing. Also, we weren't running late for anything. We had plenty. We got to the appointment with 20 minutes to spare.
You don't know though. He could have been something could have been going on in his head where he's like, I don't want to be late. I'm going to take a while. I'm broken. I'm slow right now. You know.
I know, and
I know that train of thought from my grandpa at my house because we'll leave for an appointment an hour and a half before the appointment.
That's insane. It's not the airport. What are
No,
you
I
doing?
know, but because he's like, well, it takes me so long, and he's so worried about it that we're just like,
Right.
fuck it, whatever. We'll wait in the waiting room, and he's usually kind of right because it does take him 40
Forever.
minutes to walk into the fucking place, and and you're
Right.
like, well, we did, yeah, kind of worked out. We only waited for 20 minutes.
I think
Like,
what it is with my dad is that he's got the catheter in right now, and we were going to the urologist. I think he was afraid that the doctor was gonna check to see if he could get it taken out, and if he does, a big old rod's going up his penis, big old rod. And my dad
is that how they take it out?
No, but like
I thought they just take it
they
out.
have to put something in there to see if everything's working properly. Maybe I shouldn't include this in the pod, but it's too late.
It's catheter talk. This
it's
is what
catheter
happens
talk.
to everybody who's ever had a catheter.
And he has to go up there with like this long metal rod, basically to see if the
In between the catheter.
no catheter comes out.
Oh, okay.
But it's almost like a scope, to think of like a colonoscopy for your penis, a penisoscopy.
They look in there.
And they look in there to see if the prostate like is working the way that it should, and which he's 63, probably not.
Why don't they just go up your ass?
Well, that doesn't.
Can't they go up the ass to see the prostate too?
No, not to see the prostate. They do that to
Well, I
stimulate
guess you
the
got to
prostate.
see the other side of the
Yeah.
prostate.
The prostate is what controls like the fluid going through your bladder.
That's just so they can touch it and see if there's like
Yeah.
a cancer.
They need
on
to
it.
see if it works properly, right? And so we're talking to the doctor, Dr. Choi. Yes. No white doctors.
No.
This is what I'm saying. No white doctors.
No.
No. And Dr. Choi goes, he's like,
White physical therapist though.
Yes.
White
you
or
do
black?
want white or black physical. I want a black physical therapist. You know why? Soft
Or
touch.
Puerto Rican.
Soft touch.
Or Puerto Rican. They'll push you.
Or Puerto.
They'll
Yes.
push you. They'll get you out of there a week early.
They will. They will. Probably shouldn't. But they're ambitious. And he's like, nice. Got a Chinese doctor. I'm like, pretty sure it's Korean. Definitely Chinese.
Yeah.
And he was talking up a storm in the appointment.
Accent?
No. My dad.
No.
Oh, a little bit. You could
Okay.
hear. You could
Nice,
hear when he
nice,
would do the
nice.
L's and R's
Good.
slightly. Otherwise, it'd be a perfectly American accent, and then every so often on an R or an L, you hear something. You're like, okay, all right, this guy's the real deal. That's what I thought. That's what I said to my dad. I'm like, this guy's the real deal. But my dad was talking like nonstop, just completely missing everything the doctor was saying, and he was doing that doctor thing where he was like, regardless, we're gonna have to do that. He's like, yeah, because I just I pee pretty normally all the time, and like this, that, and the other. And the doctor's like, I did something that I've never done with my dad. I While my dad was talking, I put my hand on his arm. I said, "Dad, please stop." And he's like, "Okay, all right." And so he was
Never done
nervous.
that?
He was nervous because I've told you my relationship with my dad up until like these last few years. It hasn't
yeah, I
been
guess
like
you're right.
amazing.
Yeah, I was doing that shit in like 3rd grade.
Yeah.
I was
Well,
like,
you had
chill.
remember your mom and you, my dad and me.
Yeah.
Same.
Well,
But different.
not same.
Kind of same.
Because I learned quick, like I could be like, yo, chill the fuck out.
Oh, to your mom?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could never really do that with my dad.
I was like, you need to, like, what are you saying right now?
My dad would be like, "Me chill out? You chill the fuck out."
No, in the car,
He
I'd
would
get a
rage.
beating, but she would chill out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Not a beating.
He
but
was
like
just scared because he didn't want something else to go up his peener. You know?
Yeah.
And
Who does?
I feel that, dude. That nervous talking where you're just like, just keep going.
At that point, though, I'd be like, get it over with.
Yeah, put it in me.
Do it.
Put it in me.
Last time. Last call.
Scope it out, Doc. What's the
Bang.
prognosis?
Yeah.
Will I ever pee again, Doc? Nah, he's
Will I
gonna.
ever be again?
He's. No, he's
Give
gonna
it to me straight.
give it to me straight, Doc. Am I gonna pee straight, Doc?
Am I going to be a cock?
You know, gonna pee a cock? Yeah, I think he's gonna be fine. But I actually really love being with my dad through all this. It's really nice because one, I get to hear tons of compliments that I never hear otherwise,
Yeah.
and two, we're just the boys when we're hanging out,
Gosh, I'm so happy for
hanging
you
out with the
guys.
boys, you know. And I'm slowly trying to drip information to him, like about being a comedian, all this, and all that, the other, and he's showing more interest.
Nice.
And I know that it's because he doesn't have a car anymore. I'm gonna be his car.
You got to be his
I'm
car.
gonna be his race car, dude.
Do it.
And he's gonna drive me past those walls.
Do it.
Do it.
Or get him like a really good simulator.
I should get him a simulator. That would be nice.
Just ask Jordan where he got his.
He got a simulator?
He has like a really he has like a chair and like a wheel, like steering wheel.
Yeah.
He's like a really nice like that you just plug into a console.
Mm-hmm.
And you could get him like the top racing games,
That's pretty cool.
and then he could just boom start racing in
Like one of those?
Yeah,
Dude, it looks like a Peloton for driving.
yeah. It's literally
That's sick.
a little cockpit, and you just hook it up to the console like it's the controller.
That is nice.
Yeah,
Wow.
you could get him like Forza and just be like, boom, any car you want.
Honestly, dude, that might make my dad cry. That's a really good idea.
Be like, every single car is in this game, and if you don't like any of those cars, here's this game with every single car in it as
Yeah.
well. Like,
You know what I got to do? I have to wait a little bit until the PTSD wears off.
true.
I'm going to have to. Because he's going to be playing that like it's too real. He's like,
You got 30 thou?
$30,000. Fuck that, dude.
You could make one for way cheaper.
Yeah.
But that has like it's gonna move. It moves and shit.
Oh, it's like
Yeah.
one of those roller coaster
Yeah,
simulators.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking at more the $200 price range, Ty.
There it is.
Honestly, that $2,500 one right there, that'd be perfect for my dad. On the red. Yeah. That one looks good.
Yeah, finance that.
Dude, he's gonna be like Professor Todd. He's gonna be like Professor Todd. in
Ooh, that
thing.
one moves too.
That's pretty sick.
Mm,
He's gonna be like, be the race car, feel the race car.
yeah,
That's pretty cool.
pretty sick.
Yaw. What a weird term.
Oh man, I wish he would have told you he was getting in a car before, because like right away you should have been like, you should get into like stock car racing.
I think stock
Way
car.
more expensive.
Way more expensive.
More expensive, but way safer.
Way safer. You're
Especially-
going 70 max.
Well, especially
Ask Dale Earnhardt about that.
no, but it depends on the level that he gets in. If he was just doing the local
Yeah.
with like in like the C class,
Yeah.
it would have been fine. They're going like 95 tops.
Yeah. I know, but he's not a man who listens to input.
True.
No, he
What
does.
was your dad racing?
What's that?
What was your
Fucking
dad racing?
funny.
It was
dude.
Funny
look,
cars?
Look up funny car. Yeah.
I know what that is. Those go pretty fast.
He was fucking
go pretty
zooming,
fast.
baby.
Yeah. Funny car. It was It was like a step or two below these kinds of cars, but funny cars is the thing that it's closest to.
330 miles.
Miles per hour? No.
Probably like
This one
260.
could get up to 260 if he really pushed it. I think, but he never got to that point.
Probably like 200. Probably like top.
Yeah.
For him, yeah.
Can you look up levels of drag cars? Because I might be able to point out his car.
I mean, didn't you say he got to like 236 while going?
I don't think so. No.
Because he hit the gas when he hit the wall.
It's definitely closer to a, let's see, a pro mod. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely closer to that, where it kind of has, so it has like the body. It has like the body of a muscle car, but it's all like fiberglass. It's all super fragile.
Yeah, it still had a little bit of the shape.
Yeah, it looked like a Corvette Stingray.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, enough about my pops. I love you, pops.
Dude, shout out Todd.
Shout out to Todd, dude.
Dude. 2 Ds because he's
Like,
super hard.
It's 2 Ds because he destroys, dude. I'm having a hard time reconciling that my dad did this, yet also brushed the way he did. Like it's like he's like, I just gotta.
All that speed.
Yeah,
I know, dude. The
I
finish
mean-
line. His reflexes are on point.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I mean.
Racers are built different, bro.
Yeah.
There's a story about Clint Boyer after a Daytona 500. I think Dale Earnhardt Jr. won the Daytona 500 or something like that, or the Coke 600. Some race at Daytona. Dale Earnhardt Jr. won. Invited a whole bunch of his boys over to celebrate. Clint Boyer, who's a driver, who was in that race, is one of the boys.
Yeah.
He was there. And apparently he got so drunk, he snuck his way. Well, not snuck his way. He thought he was walking into the bathroom, walked into the master bedroom while Dale Earnhardt Jr. was asleep with his girlfriend at the time. Walked into his closet, took a piss, and fell asleep in the closet.
Oh, it is piss. No.
And then next week was driving in Atlanta.
God damn, dude.
like,
Those boys like to live dangerously.
like that's those guys are crazy.
Yeah. That's insane, dude. Fuck.
Yeah.
Man, I wish I could do something like that. Like I think when I was a kid, when you're a kid, you always fantasize about doing like crazy things. You're like, I could probably do that. Like skydiving is one of those things. I've always been like, I really want to skydive, but like, I don't really know if I could. I don't know.
We should have done it that day at the indoor, but also part of me
I
was
know.
like, dude, if I fucking get sucked up into this fan, that would suck. That would be the worst way to go.
That
To get munched
okay?
by fan.
Let's play this game. What do you think? Top 10 worst ways to go.
Stepping on a landmine, and like you hear the click.
Ooh, you hear the click, but you
Tough.
don't have the reflexes to stop.
Tough.
Just-
Yeah, you just go, no.
Oh,
You
dude.
just like look at your boys, like just go.
That 0.33 seconds where you're like, oh fuck.
Love you, boys. If any of them owed me money, for sure, I'd be like, yo, give me that $10 right now.
Give me a $10.
No, I'm
about
not
to
going.
die.
I'm not going out like that. You owe me
Not
$10.
$10. I'm not dying a poor man.
That's a bitch move, dude. I'm not doing it.
You need to pay me back.
Give me the $10 right now, or I step off this fucking thing.
Oh, dude.
No, I'm not.
Give
gonna
me
do
all
it.
your money right now.
I'm not gonna do it, but seriously, like as a gesture, just to give me that
Yeah.
10.
I would definitely say stepping on a landmine. That's terrible. You know what I was thinking? Crushed. You know, just like being crushed by something, dude.
Shark.
Shark would be terrible.
Shark would suck.
But I think crushed would be like, imagine you're working in like a marble quarry
Oh,
or
bro.
something, and like a 60-foot tall piece of marble, and you fucking
I think about getting crushed.
you
all the
Looney
time,
Tunes it. And
dude.
you're like, I can make it. And then
dude, crush could happen to me at work.
yeah. Oh really?
I think about crushed. Anytime we do a big light, I'm like,
I'm gonna.
they're
get
like, we're gonna put
crushed.
this thing on the winch. And I'm like, what the fuck? You are.
I'm a watch over here.
Yeah, I'm a fucking.
Go over
Yeah,
here, big dog.
right, dude. Every time we lift the light up on that thing, it fucking wobbles. It's fucking crazy.
You're like,
Oh my gosh.
nope.
Every time we put it on there, it looks like a fucking scene at a Final
Yeah.
Destination.
You got a guy at the whiteboard just waiting to change it to a 0. just wait.
We don't have one of those, dude. There's so many markets.
We don't have one.
Bro, fuck that, dude. We hide when OSHA comes. We're like, fuck that, go to the other shop.
I'm in the bathroom. I gotta take a shit.
We drive 3 blocks away and go to the other shop. We go, fuck that, dude.
Oh, fuck.
Let him look around, dude. I'm
Dude,
like,
shark is terrible too because like if he doesn't finish chomping on you, he drowns you. Just grabs you, pulls you under. Glug, 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 glug. Oh, dude. And you're drowning in your own like seawater blood.
yeah.
Terrible.
Just feeling shark bites,
Mm,
seawater getting into open wounds.
yeah. I really don't think cancer would be that terrible. You think it'd be terrible?
Depends.
Ty, you want to? Ty pricked right up. He was like, "Let me weigh in on this."
It depends on the cancer.
Yeah. What if you like you're feeling fine, you go into the doctors, and then all of a sudden he's like stage 4.
No, that
You're
would
like-
suck.
You're like, it would suck, but it's like I feel pretty.
Have you ever watched someone die?
Yes.
Watch somebody die? Yes, I have.
Yeah, it's
That's
It
very
sucks no
hard.
matter what.
yeah, it would suck, dude. If dying from.
Oh,
it
you mean
would
like
suck.
watch someone waste away?
Yeah,
Like literally die in front of you.
Yes, I have. It was pretty bad. I had nightmares about that.
Yes.
Yeah. He was run over by a Chevy Silverado. I would put that at number 35.
It's pretty bad.
I think at 35 other ways to die, because that dude, he was drunk. He slipped off the curb, and then I watched a truck that was going probably 40 miles per hour downtown. It was right there in front of playground. Dude, was just drunk, and then he fell off the curb. Like Ghost was kicking his ass, fell off the curb, and then a car just right over him. And just see his body just underneath, just. Oh, you know what I'm thinking? That was the security footage that I watched. I was on the rooftop and I heard it happen, but I watched the security footage later and we got up to him. It was just like pool of blood. My friend Hicks, he went up and checked his pulse and he was like, and then these 2 dudes who were taking the trash out with those giant trash bins, I was like, guys, just put those in front of the road right there. We need to block the street off. It's bad. Never caught that guy either.
yeah, that's fucked.
That was fucked.
Yeah, I've never seen somebody die in front of me. I've seen somebody waste away.
Yeah, that's
in front
kind of
me.
hard.
That's and that was a cancer, and cancer would cancer's number 1 because you just waste away,
Yeah.
and there's nothing you can do about it.
I think you usually just suffocate when you die most of the time.
Ah, that sucks, dude.
Hell yeah.
Fuck.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
I think the coolest ways to go would be
Explosion.
explode
like a landmine.
like jumping on a grenade for your boys.
Yeah.
Sick way to go.
I fantasize about that probably once a week minimum, I think.
Would overdosing on heroin be awesome or terrible?
I think that would be.
Depends where you're at.
Yeah, where are you at in your addiction?
No, not addiction.
Oh.
Where are you at in life? Are you doing sick shit? Because then you're a legend.
Yeah.
But if you are not doing anything cool, then you're just another. You're
like
just
if you're a
statistic.
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Yeah, if you're a Philip Seymour Hoffman, sick as fuck.
Oh, I was going to go opposite. I'm like,
No.
he was, to me, I know people, it was like when Paul Walker died. It was like, I love Paul Walker. You didn't fucking love Paul Walker.
No, yeah.
You didn't love Paul. It was like when Philip Seymour Hoffman died, they're like, no, you barely knew who the fuck he was.
I was crushed.
You thought he was the cool guy, and along came Paul.
I've said this in multiple podcasts. Best actor.
He is a great actor. You're right.
Best,
And you have said
my
that.
favorite actor of all time.
But
I was
me
devastated.
personally, when he died, I was like, he's doing heroin? I was like, he does.
Is that how he died?
My thought was like he was doing. He's not doing sick
I
shit.
thought it was pills.
Paul Walker or Philip
No,
Seymour Hoffman?
Philip Seymour
Philip
Hoffman.
Seymour Hoffman.
But yeah, but I also
PSH.
was like, I get it.
What, the heroin?
Yeah.
Yeah. I look, as a person who has felt heavy doses of painkillers, I would love to die via
Right? Would
heroin.
it be tight, or would you start freaking out once you realized
That I was gonna die.
You ever done
No.
painkillers?
Yeah, dude.
No, Ty.
Yeah, yeah. I've had Vicodin.
Some reason?
Prescribe me for stuff.
Give me a basketball on a fucking Vicodin. Holy shit.
You draining them,
Bro.
You draining the swamp, dude?
Bro, it's crazy.
Rain dance.
You ever had the
Yes,
Dilaudid
dude.
stuff?
But
they
making
give you?
them.
No, never done
Dilaudid is
Dilaudid.
crazy. I had that one to the hospital.
That was
Oh, so you used to do drugs, Ty?
No, at the hospital. Like they,
Oh, you did it at the
yeah,
hospital.
Ty
he
was
got, like,
hurt.
a broken arm or something.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought Ty was like, "Yep, that one."
Bro,
that one
both
brought me
times
to.
I broke my arm, I can get shit, bro. They just put me in a cast instantly and sent me back to school.
Yeah,
I was still like,
yeah.
in pain.
No, dude, painkillers are pretty dope. Don't do them, but if
The
you
reason
have,
people are hooked on them.
if
Yeah,
you if
dude,
you
don't
have
do
done
'em.
them, you know what I
Don't
mean.
do them, dude. At the NBA,
Yeah.
if NBA players start realizing what's possible on fucking Vicodin, holy shit.
I bet a lot of them are playing
league,
on
dude,
bikes.
the league would be crushed.
Yeah.
the league wouldn't know what hit them if they were
Yeah.
like, holy fuck, I'm 10 for 10. Just, oh,
Dude,
fuck.
they'd be out money, dude. They'd be
Bro.
like, he's playing. Look, I know his look is a little
The
unconventional.
game would slow down.
He's just like at the free throw, but he's just sinking them in.
Those 120, 130 games, think of the past. It's 80 to 45 now, but fuck me.
They never miss.
It was crazy.
He's like Hawkeye out there. He can't stop draining those threes.
Took him 2 minutes to get it up the court, but fuck.
Holy fuck. A half-court shot from the standing up sleeping position.
There was 17 turnovers for a 5-second
Oh, man,
violation.
dude.
They couldn't get the ball in bounds. They were just
Yeah.
sleeping out there.
I remember I was on a couple of Vicodins for a few football practices. I felt fucking invincible out there, dude. Lower back didn't, because I've had lower back problems ever since freshman football.
Yeah.
And this was like sophomore, junior year. No, this was junior, senior year. And I went out for a couple of practices, dude, and Bulls in the Ring was nothing, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, yes.
Bro, you don't know about this. You
What?
didn't have asthma.
What?
Dude, the inhaler.
Oh, cheat code.
Bro,
Yeah, cheat code.
legit cheat code.
I remember that.
Bro, the inhaler, because the coaches had to let you go use it if you're like, I need it.
Mm-hmm.
They had to let you go use it.
Yeah.
And dude, when we were doing conditioning in lacrosse practice for like 2 months, we'd do conditioning, and I would just I'd run one sprint and be like, Coach, and he'd be like, go get it, and then I go get it, be first in sprints, dude, because I'm just chock full of adrenaline, like I'm just heart racing.
I'm pretty sure we bullied a kid off of the team for doing what you did.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, this was a couple years before whatever grade that was in. We had this kid. I'm gonna bleep his name. His name is, and he was notoriously just a fucking vagina, dude. Just the biggest fucking. Mom would call all of the parents and say, "Your son's bullying my son," and we would continue doing it. It'd be like, we don't need this for our team.
I mean,
you know?
don't get me wrong. My mom did pull that once, and I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And then after that day, I never shared anything with my mom again.
Yep,
I
that's
was
smart
like-
move.
And we're on
Smart
lockdown
move.
now because you ruined me. Now I
And,
have to fight this kid.
He would say he was like, I think my blood sugar is low. I think I need a diet soda.
Yeah,
Dude,
that's crazy.
He had that little
Yeah,
thing.
no, that's nuts.
And we used to make fun of him. We're like, that's seriously the sickest scooter I've ever seen. Wee goes up to like 60 miles an hour. I need a diet soda.
Yeah, I would.
And we bullied him off the team.
Yeah, no, that shit wasn't happening.
Yeah.
I just had one guy call me Jew every day. I was like, I don't know. And my mom
Well,
was like, why are you so upset? Every
you
day
are.
come home from practice. I was like, because this kid keeps calling me a fucking Jew. I'm not a Jew. Been in Catholic school my whole fucking life. Like,
It doesn't even make sense, Mom.
Yeah,
Logistically.
Yeah.
They know I went to St. Augustine. They know I went here.
Any comebacks at the time, so I was just pissed. Like, what the fuck?
This might be where you started thinking of comebacks.
Yeah,
This might have been where
it really was. And then I was just upset and told my mom that. And then she calls my coach. And then I was like,
You're like,
I got home from the next practice. And I was
Never
like,
again.
what the fuck are you doing?
yeah.
You're ruining my life.
Are you crazy?
You
Mom.
never said do anything again. You never talk to anybody. You're not allowed.
Nope.
I
not
blocked
allowed.
her on Facebook that day. I went, no.
Nice,
shut it
as
down.
you should. As you should.
I went,
Like,
shut-
Mom, do
shut
you
it
want
down.
me to be cool or not?
Like, he's gonna keep calling me a Jew. You can't. You gotta. I'm not Jewish.
Mom, this is a one-way ticket to Jewville. Stop
Yeah,
it.
I wasn't even like mad. I really at that time really didn't even
It
get
was just
the
because
slight.
you didn't know what to
I was
like.
just upset that he was calling me Jewish because I wasn't Jewish. I'm like, we're at Catholic school. I was just pissed at the logistics of the
Oh
the
my
bit
God.
he was pulling at me. I was upset at that.
fuck, dude.
I was like, it doesn't even compute. You
Yeah.
make no sense. And the whole time complaining, looking more Jewish.
Yeah. I don't understand why
Yeah.
these kids, they call me Jewish.
Oh,
I'm like, hey, guys, I'm Catholic. I don't know. Yeah.
yeah.
God, I love bullying.
Yeah, it was good.
Bullying's so fresh, just so freeing, dude. I wish that my little brother would get bullied.
No, but your little brother's cool.
That would mean he's dope.
Yeah, your little brother's way cooler than you've ever been.
I know, dude. I wish he would just experience
He's
a little
so
bit of
sick,
it.
dude.
A little bit.
Yeah, but college is coming.
Yeah, I know.
If he goes to play ball,
He's not.
oh no.
No, he's not playing ball.
Mm.
Too many injuries, and he's not big enough for it. So doesn't have the hands, doesn't have the speed. He's a very self-aware young boy, beautiful boy.
Well, hopefully he doesn't join a frat.
No, I don't think he will. He doesn't have that vibe to him.
They
Doesn't have
get
that
him
vibe.
though. They get him.
Yeah.
You roll up to college and they go,
I know.
"Ooh, come over here, look
But
at
think
these
about
shiny
this.
things."
Then that means that my family's got an in to some sort of skull and bones thing, and that's always a plus on every resume.
Dude,
know,
that would be cool.
That's where the Halliburtons come from. That's where the Black Rocks
Yeah.
come from. That's where the Judge Joe Browns come from.
Yeah, and then we're boys, so I'd get a
Alphas.
little bit of a piece.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
It'd be like, hey, I don't think you know who my little brother is, which would be crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
As a 45-year-old man, I'm sorry, do you know who my little brother is?
You mean that's for sure what Donald Trump's older brother was doing?
Oh, do you not know who my...
Do you not know?
Dude, what do you think his accent was like?
He probably didn't have an accent. He was probably drunk as shit all the time. That's what Donald Trump.
Do you know
who my brother is?
little brother is?
Yeah.
Little Donnie.
Donnie Trump, that's him.
Donnie T.
You know him. You've heard of him. He's over there. He's drinking water. Look at him.
Look at him.
He's a pussy drinking water.
He's a teetotaler. What a bitch.
He does none of that. Was that
Robert
Coke?
Trump.
Give me that Coke.
Oh.
Yeah. Fred.
Robert Trump.
They called him Fred, I think.
Okay. No, he has another brother, Fred Trump Jr.
Yeah, Fred is the one that died.
Oh, what was he?
They're both dead.
Oh,
What'd he
well, Fred's
die?
the one that died of alcoholism.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So
And
let's
that was
see.
the one on Theo Von's podcast where Trump started crying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, not like crying, but like you could see he was like about to.
A little teary-eyed.
Yeah, because that was his boy.
He was
dude.
an airplane pilot and maintenance worker, the eldest son of real estate businessman Fred Trump Sr. He fell out of his father's favor when he chose to become an airplane pilot, leading to his younger brother Donald inheriting the family business. Way to go, Fred. Way
Fred
to
wanted to
go,
make his
Fred.
own rules and also get free whiskey at the
So
airport.
Fred was basically like that one dude who hijacked that plane and was just flying around. I was like, it's crazy. It's just like the video game.
Yeah.
You'll never believe what you can see up here. It is round.
Yeah. I was actually having a conversation with my parents about that.
What about that
earlier.
guy?
No, the video, not that guy, but the video game Flight Simulator. And I was like, that's like kind of how the guys who flew the planes into 9/11 like learned how to fly. They went to like a flight school in California and then just didn't go to the last class. Like that's real. Like I know it sounds like a joke, but that's like real. Like they literally just didn't go to like landing basics.
I'd like to think that
Like but they went to every other class and just never learned how to land.
yeah.
But it was like 1998. And the
Yeah.
guy at the flight school was just like, oh, they missed that class.
Yeah.
Like,
I'd like to think that was like the deciding factor in whether or not it happened. Like maybe it wouldn't have happened if they did learn the rest of it.
yeah, if you like called them and like made them take the class and then they would have gotten their thing because that's the thing. If they would have like taken that final part,
Yeah.
they would have gotten their license and then they would have been in like the
Oh,
books.
system.
Is like, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
like
did
it
not know
would have
that.
changed it if he would have called and been like, "Hey, you have to take this."
Right.
But that wasn't like a thing.
Yeah, it was 98, dude.
Like it was. They were like,
It was
nobody. If you're taking, if you're 6, if
Okay.
you're taking learn to fly lessons,
Yeah.
you're for sure gonna finish them. Nobody even thought.
Yeah. It was 9.5 plus 3 pennies.
Yeah, why would you do that?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Crazy.
That's funny.
Yeah, I don't know how to make that a bit.
I legally have to land the plane now because I went to my last class. That went a little.
It's like
Indian
they
there.
know who I am.
Do you know who my little brother is? Do you know who my little brother is? Fuck you, bloody.
He's gonna be on flight 197. Yes.
You do not know what a big suck job my little brother is?
Big suck job.
Big suck job? Big suck job? Ty, how long we been going?
About 50.
Okay,
Yeah.
we got 10 mas. What else?
Oh no, let me talk about this.
Yes, go for it.
On my way here, I was thinking about everybody being upset at this. What is it, Live Nation thing
Oh yeah,
happening? And
yeah.
the new club
Punchline Comedy in
new-
Tucson.
Yeah, Punchline coming to Tucson. Everybody's so upset about it. It's like,
Did you read about all the business stuff with Borderlands?
yeah, but
They're basically in debt like $500,000.
yeah, that's what I'm
Borderlands?
saying. Like,
They don't even brew their beer there anymore. They
exactly.
They
It's
have
not
other breweries
even
brew it.
local, and everybody's like mad at it at this local angle. And it's like, so are you mad when Dick's Sporting Goods comes to town? Are you mad? Were you mad when In-N-Out came? Because that's a corporate entity. Were you upset? Like, were you upset when EG's got sold? I didn't see much grief about that when EG's got sold. I also didn't see
All
much.
I knew is that was happy.
And all I know is too, I've been in Tucson my entire life.
Yeah.
I've been to Borderlands twice.
Me too. I've also been twice.
Tucson locals don't hang out at fucking Borderlands.
They don't hang out at local places.
I used
No,
to go there a lot
Tucson-
when I was drinking.
Tucson locals hang out at Dirtbags, which I was pissed that they moved to Tempe. That's disgusting. Dirtbags should have never have left town.
I think
That's
the
where we
only
should be
issue
hanging
that you
out.
can really pin it on is that they're giving them like $2 million to build it.
Mm-hmm.
And Live Nation doesn't need $2 million for anything.
Well, because they want a little stake in it.
Well, then you have to.
2.1.
No, it's Rio Nuevo. They don't. I don't
They're-
think they take a stake.
You got to think about the work that goes into making that place a comedy club.
Yeah, but Live
They
Nation
have to
has
switch-
billions of dollars.
No, I know, but they do need the $2 million. They do need the $2 million.
I disagree.
Yeah, no, but they do. It would fuck up a lot. How much you don't know like how much it costs to run all the clubs that Live Nation has.
I don't think they need it at all.
They're
They made, like,
probably
two-
they're probably not making honestly that much money every year.
I think you're very wrong.
I don't know
He's
because
in the entertainment biz, dude.
they have to pay all these comics at every spot that they're at, and that's 4 nights a week.
Yeah.
They have to pay all these comics, and that's like what, like 40 of them? Because how many
Boom.
places do they have?
Revenue of $23.1 billion. Yeah. You should have seen his face just now. Sips the
This
beer.
is why people don't like Live
Yeah,
Nation.
revenue or like, what does that mean though? You know, because people say like, oh, Archie Manning at Texas is making $30 million in NIL deals, but his NIL deal for Texas is for like $2 million.
Mm-hmm.
He's not making $30 million. He's worth $30 million. So
Mm-hmm.
are they just worth?
Well, so
I know it says that.
operating income of 825 and adjusted operating income of 2.15.
See, that's like
So that's
that's a crazy
actual.
difference.
Yeah, but still,
They're
$2
still making
billion.
$19 billion.
Yeah, $2 billion. Like, that's a lot of money. And
So that's what it costs for them to run.
oh, I see.
So they're making about $19 billion.
But still, it's billions of dollars, and I agree with Ty. I don't think that they really need that money, but I think that Rio Nuevo is putting up that money to have a 25% stake in it. Because
I
the
don't know if they
total
do. That would
project
make
is
sense.
$8 million, but they're not just gifting this money to
They
Live
do it.
Nation.
They give it to a lot of businesses.
Well, they do what? They do it for tax write-off.
No, it's like a group. Their goal is to like bring more business downtown. So
Right.
like
It will.
like Congress got like a fat check to build that jazz club,
Mm-hmm.
and like a lot of the business around here get just huge checks to just rebuild the buildings and stuff.
Right.
But they're usually like, it's pretty rare that they give it to like a local business. It's mostly to people who own the property.
Right. Okay. But still.
Well,
Anyway.
they gave it to Live Nation, and I'm fucking excited. I'm gonna try to become a doorman and fucking.
I think
Doorman.
it's cool that it's coming. I just like
I need to know
try to-
give the
when.
money.
I need to know when.
And I'm gonna try to make my name in comedy because there's no doors to open in Tucson, and this is a door, and everybody needs to shut the fuck up.
Shut the front door. That's what they need to do.
I feel like if they're smart, they'll have 2 clubs in it because they have like a basement.
Bro, there's probably going to be a show every fucking night.
I would be there all the time, dude.
Like, there's probably going to be a time for an open mic every night.
Yep.
Like, it's going to change the game of Tucson comedy.
Well, how do other punchlines run?
I've never been to
I
another
imagine it runs
punchline.
exactly the same way.
How
Yeah,
about we
they
look at this?
probably-
How does Punchline run their business?
Yeah.
Let's see if we can pull that up.
Just pull up another punchline club and see what they're doing.
Philadelphia's general office. They primarily feature stand-up comedy shows showcasing a mix of established headliners and up-and-coming comedians. They typically have multiple shows per night, especially on weekends. Show schedules and comedian lineups can be found on their websites. 2, venues. The club offers an intimate setting for enjoying comedy performances. Equipped with stages, seating arrangements, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Every night there's going to be something.
Atlanta's Punchline. Okay. I don't know if this is owned by the same people, though.
Shows May 14th. See if there's one May 15th, 16th, 17th,
Okay.
18th.
See, they had Kelsey Cook. I know who Kelsey Cook is.
See what I mean? Like that, and they're gonna be asking people who go to the open mics and shit. Do you want to open? Do you want to like? That's what's gonna happen.
And if they are correct,
Oh, they're gonna have comedy classes.
Yeah, I'm not going.
all right,
to
I'm
any of
out. I'm not
those.
going to the Punchline anymore.
But that's that's just an
See, look,
easy,
Eddie Ift, yes.
That's
I
an
know who
easy
that-
sucker way to make money in comedy business. I don't even get really mad at it anymore.
But
You know what I mean?
Joey Avery, I know who Joey Avery is. Need people in,
Exactly.
Chris Hardwick?
Chris Hardwick.
yeah, at midnight.
And that's the thing. Like, no, I knew the punchline coming here wasn't going to bring fucking Dave Chappelle. Who the fuck? What the fuck?
They would never bring Dave
yeah.
Chappelle. No.
No, but it's going to
Play
bring.
arenas.
Yeah. And he has his own comedy club in New York, in Yellow Springs, New York, or Yellow Springs, Ohio.
It is going to bring your fucking Dan Soders.
But this is the thing.
Like-
So if the comedians that we've talked to are correct, and it doesn't open the doors that we think, like maybe getting on shows or whatever, at the very least, you're going to be exposed to these kinds of comedians, and you might be around them, and you might be able to get a show. Maybe they're working that
Through
show the
them.
same night. Like, hey, you want to do a couple shows with me in Montana or whatever?
Maybe their
And it's
managers
yes
there.
all day long.
Maybe their bookers
They're gonna want
there.
openers and stuff. you know.
Maybe a booker's there looking for talent because it's a fucking punchline.
Possibly.
And it's like, oh, I
I mean,
have
a
to
booker
go
in
to
Tucson would take him like.
I have
2
to
days
go to
figure out he's
Phoenix
good.
on Thursday. I might as well stop here on Wednesday. See the open mic. I'm driving through. Start like
Prime location right off the freeway.
think with your
Tucson's
head.
completely out of the way for any kind of touring, actually.
Yeah.
Think with your brain.
I don't want that negativity, Ty. Take that back.
No, it's not. Not really. It depends
It
where
is.
you're.
It's like
no,
a C
it, de-
market, and
it
it's
depends where you're
out of
coming
the
from.
way
It depends.
completely.
No, it depends where you're coming from. Completely
From
depends
where?
on where you're coming from.
Las Cruces.
Now, if you're coming from San Diego going into Texas, you drive through Tucson.
Yeah, if you're going to San Diego, that's one.
If
Okay.
You're going, if you're
There's
going,
that big
if you're
old
going to
city,
Texas
LA.
to LA, you could go through Tucson too. It depends on which route you take.
Yeah.
They're both pretty much the same time. So I don't know why you wouldn't just straight shot it. Most people probably do take the 10 to get to LA.
Yeah.
The 10 is huge, dude. A lot of people are on the 10 every day.
Well, I'm just saying, from like bands touring, they will usually hit Phoenix or Tucson. They're not doing both.
Mm-hmm.
Some
Well-
do, but Phoenix
well,
also has more people.
Comics are going to start doing both because there's a fucking punchline here now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's the thing. That's the thing. We're trying to make Tucson not a run-through state or a run-through city. We're
Yep.
trying to make it a stop city. We
Stop here.
want Tucson to be Tucson, but better than Phoenix at the same time.
I think what we need to show other cities that our homeless people can compete with their homeless people
All
to
day.
any day of the week, dude. We got some
Our
crazy homeless.
They're crazy, but they're chill.
They're crazy, but they're chill.
They know they're like,
But they're still crazy, dude.
yeah, they're crazy, but they have personal space.
Some
are
of them.
homeless.
Some of them.
Only a couple times have I been accosted by a homeless, but most of the time they're going crazy in their own spot. And
That's
when
true.
you walk
That's
around,
true.
they tone down the crazy.
They do. It's almost like Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah.
You know, like they can't see them because they're
Exactly.
Like if you just pretend like it's not happening, dude, they ignore you.
They pretend like you're not happening.
Yeah, they
carry
pretend like
machetes down here.
yeah. What?
Have you seen the machetes they carry around down here?
What?
No.
Yeah, if you walk like around Pennington, you'll see people carrying machetes and shit around.
Okay.
What, like waiting for homeless people or the homeless people?
Homeless people.
Connor, you were always driving me to my car.
Yeah.
Thank
I
you.
do pretty well around homeless people. They tend not to talk to me.
Especially on a night like tonight when I brought the station.
Yeah.
You're driving me to my car.
I'll drive you to your car. I'll drive you. Speaking of the PlayStation, we're going to be a couple lawbreakers, switch over to the Patreon.
Couple of lawbreakers.
Couple lawbreakers. I don't know if this is going to be out in time, but May 22nd. Yeah, it'll be out in time. Okay, well, thank you for coming out to see Pitch a Pal, everybody. That was my buddy Elmer, and he is
Did you get him?
single and ready to mingle. I got Elmer. 10.
Good night, everybody.